We're going to play some Path of Exile 2. And we're actually going to have closer to full stream today because I have only 1 gig tonight. It's in the evening. My voice is still pretty shot because singing every day does that. Let me turn the sound back on here. There have been some updates to the game, I think. I've watched some YouTube videos about Path of Exile 2, and not everybody's loving all of the changes they're making, so... Let me sing the song of my people, Fires Grenades. Yes, I am a Grenadier bard. I did play a little off stream. I don't know if I don't think I leveled or anything off stream. I was trying to complete a quest or two. The next node I'm going towards here is the grenades have a chance to explode an extra time. So that's what I'm going for next. And then after that, I think I'm going to start going for some bleed nodes, which I think the first one I want to get is this one. 10% chance to inflict bleeding, so probably going to head towards bleeding next. Do I have any new skills? We're still using flash grenade, gas grenade, explosive grenade. I want to get voltaic grenade is a new grenade that I will get if I can find another level 7 skill gem. So if my voice is shot, I can make it easy on myself and go full French. That will not make it better. That is not going to make it better. Oh my god, my game is lagging right from the beginning. Okay. What zone am I in? I am in Mastodon Badlands. Mastodon Badlands. Well, we have plenty of explosions today, that's for sure. That's solid medical advice. What to speak in a bad French accent? I'm pretty sure that is not solid medical advice. Alright. The explosions in this game are very satisfying, and I can't wait till I get them doing what I want them to do, which is causing bleed effects. That circle, that's really cool, that white circle right there, is from my Ascendancy. So, the Ascendancy, we have increased area of effect. There's a 10% chance that enemies I kill explode, dealing 100% of their maximum life is physical damage. Chances doubled against undead and demons. I think that if they explode, I'm hoping that that will count as a hit. That when they explode, it has a chance that that explosion will cause bleeding on enemies around them. That would be really cool. I could combine my Ascendancy with my bleed explosions that I'm hoping to make happen. That looks really cool every time it procs. Oh god. The visuals in this game are so good. I think I just got stunned, actually. What is that? What level was that gem? A level 7 support gem. Oh gosh. Okay, that's really good. Oh wait, is that a spirit gem? That's a level 7 spirit gem. Wow, okay. I don't know if I have the spirit to use another spirit gem, but holy crap, that seems like a really good pickup. You never realized that the first letter of Shogi's emote is an R and an H. Is not... Okay, I don't know what that sentence was supposed to be. Sorry, Ramses. What is that? Mr. Shogi Haipu. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna be late to Shogi's stream tonight because my gig tonight, Ramses, is a late night gig, so I'm gonna be late to the stream. It's an R and not an H. So instead of Haipu, it's Raipu. Yes, I don't know what it means though, to be honest. I don't know what this effigy is, and I'm kind of afraid of it. Oh. I think it's because it's like, okay, Rand, you might be right. It's supposed to be like, you know, Scooby-Doo talked with R's first. Raggy? I think it's that. I think it's that that's going on with that emote. You know, the joke that dogs talk with an R for some reason. Which I think the only reason that exists is because of Scooby-Doo. Ruh-roh, Raggy! That's right. Nice, level up. Whew. I think they nerfed the damage of explosions from gas grenades. There were a number of nerfs that happened in this game recently. And I think they might have nerfed gas grenades explosion damage, actually.
Well, that's one down.
I watched some videos about some of the nerfs that they were doing. One of them was trigger skills like cast on freeze got nerfed and stuff, and there's a lot of people not super happy about it. You try to not go Blood Moon before I arrive. Wouldn't want me to miss out on all the dying. Yeah, I would not want to miss out on all the dying. Alright, I'm going this way. Strength, Dex, Int. Let's continue to get Strength. Strength gives me HP. 520 HP. 3 more levels and I have 15% chance for my grenades to activate a second time, which would be pretty awesome. They nerfed a lot of things, and a couple of them obliterated some powerful builds completely. Yeah. I think the, from everything I saw, most people are upset about the triggering gems nerf. Like, Cast on Freeze Comet was a huge, strong build that a lot of people were using, and it got nerfed really hard. I watched a video from Rax, Atrax, and a couple other people about it. Thankfully, I don't think anything on my character has gotten super nerfed. I think the biggest thing that people are upset about is how hard they nerfed it, and the fact that respecking is so expensive right now that if they're gonna nerf things that hard, they should give a respec so that people can actually swap builds without having to make a completely new character. And I do kind of agree that if they're gonna do major balance changes, because it's early access, they shouldn't do a major nerf without giving players the option to fix their character so that the game's still playable. So I definitely think, even if they don't give a free respec, give yourself like a one-time discounted respec price or something. Because apparently respecs are super expensive at high level. It's like 5,000 gold per point or something at higher levels. Yeah. I think the higher level you go, the more expensive the respec costs, which I don't dislike that mechanic, but if they're going to be doing major reworks, major balance fixes, major nerfs, they really should give players a way to recover from that. Although, I feel like GGG is smart enough that they will make that possible eventually. You just have to be patient. I hope, anyway. Oh my gosh, they're like summoning a dude. That's cool. Ow, ow. Are these guys slowing me? I think they're slowing me. Okay. Some of these enemies aren't attacking me, they're just wandering around, it seems like. Is that a yellow? That's a yellow. Okay, stay out of that stuff. Nice, got him. Yeah, okay, dodging through does not work. Not on big dudes. I think I've noticed the dodge roll. I think the patch that made dodge roll reduce your hitbox to 0 instead of 1. I think I've been noticing that. I think it's been a little easier to sneak by guys. Have you been noticing that, Madman? Have you been noticing it's slightly easier to not get trapped in? You're fine with it scaling price with level. It needs to be cheap so you can experiment. Currently, it's easier to respec PoE 1 because you can just buy those regret orbs. I don't know. That's only if you have a lot of... I mean... I think it's easier to get currency in Path of Exile 1. I remember regret orbs being pretty rare, but I didn't farm a lot late game, so I don't actually have a good measure of that. Maybe you have a better measure of that. I remember it being ridiculously expensive because regret orbs, I would have like 3 by the time I finished the campaign. But I was a noob because you're supposed to. The game doesn't start till mapping in PoE 1 apparently. Regrets are rare, but they're not expensive. That seems weird, isn't rare mean expensive? I don't know. Maybe in the economy of PoE 1, they're not considered that expensive. I don't actually know currency values that much in PoE 1 since I didn't ever play long and hard enough. Giggity. They're not used all that often. Not as often as Chaos, anyway. Yeah, okay, makes sense. So I guess you can get a number of regrets for a small number of Chaos or something like that. Oh god, that explosion's so good. Okay, this guy is tanky. Got blues and yellows. Ow. My damage is definitely not good yet. I don't feel like my build is scaling damage very well. Oh, well, this guy's fire resistant, and I think my explosions are fire damage. That's probably why I'm not killing this guy super fast. Pibo with the 80 months, sir. Unlimited subbage. Thank you, my friend. Hope you're doing well, man. Merry Christmas to ya. Ow. And my enemies are exploding me now. Is it these zealots that are exploding me or something? I don't know. Pie in the sky, apple pie boy. That's right. Sturdy crossbow. One thing I think I need to do more in this game is consider whites as actually something to pick up and craft on. Like if there's a good white base, using my materials to craft could be useful. 9 to 22 base damage. What is this base damage? I don't know, I think sturdy crossbow is the same base, so I don't think anything big there. You have no D&D tonight. We're doing it tomorrow night. Ah, is that where you're able to hang out? Well, good to see you. Well, I haven't been streaming that much lately because, you know, Christmas time. You know what? I think some of the enemy abilities are setting off my explosive, my poison grenades. Like this guy, elemental resistance. I think this guy's fire abilities are setting off my poison grenades as soon as they appear. It's kind of crazy. Easy. Yeah, I think this ground burning is setting off my poison explosives instantly, which is a crazy mechanic that enemies' abilities will set off yours. Ooh, some yellow boots. Nice. What's up, Flirtin? Happy Friday to you, my friend. Happy Friday. He has high hopes. High apple pie in the sky, pie hopes. That's right. The girlfriend just appeared from hiding. She's getting big. Piebaby.exe is loading. What, do you know a due date yet? Is there a due date for Pie Baby? Is it going to be a Christmas baby? You hate the current loot state? Yeah, I don't blame you. I think a lot of people are feeling like the game's not rewarding enough with loot amounts. I haven't got to late game, so I feel like I also feel like we're still figuring out the loot state. Like, if they don't improve drops, but they improve the amount of currency you can get so you can craft drops, I'd kind of be okay with that. That just means you're supposed to craft more than you do in PoE 1, but currently it seems like there's not enough loot and there's not enough currency. So I feel like one or the other's got to be increased, however they want to do it. Farming bosses is better. I actually don't mind that. I think having farming bossing being a way to get gear is a fine design choice. But, you know, some people don't want a boss, so we definitely want options. So it's June 3rd. Okay. Is that the due date? June 3rd. So it'll be a summer baby. I think that's... Yes, the month and date are swapped for us US people. So I think I'm reading that right. You doubt they're going to make it rain Regals? Who knows? We'll see, I guess. I mean, I understand people not being super psyched with it right now, but people that are saying, like, I can't play this game, or game sucks, or completely imbalanced. I feel like there's, as always in the gamer community, such an overreaction from a lot of people. I mean, the game is you know, it's kind of a meme to say early access. We all know that, but people love to overreact in the gaming community. It's broken. It's never going to be good. It's like, no, it'll probably get better. But, you know, it might be the fact that people who love PoE 1 just aren't going to love PoE 2, because it seems like they are making some different design decisions from PoE 1 in the game. Think it's already getting better, though? I think so, and I think it'll continue to improve as they get feedback and people learn the systems. Yeah, I agree that it's a great game, but feels raw. Yeah, one of the content creators says something like, they feel like the game has a great skeleton. And I agree that the base is there. They just need to polish it, you know. Dodge roll not sucking anymore is a good example. Today you're Shogi, watching a game that you're not interested in out of stream loyalty. Nice, appreciate it. Although Shogi bought this game. Shogi's been playing with Paulo and Kira, I think. Can I go here or what? There's something here. What is this thing on the map? It's this thing. What is this thing? One thing I wish was a little clearer was the quests in this game, because I've done a couple things where I've explored an entire map and not understood what I was supposed to do. Shogi loves these kinds of games. I don't know that Shogi does play a lot of ARPGs, to be honest, Pieboy. I don't think he normally does, actually. Because he doesn't like Diablo 2 or Diablo 3 or Diablo 4. I think he liked Diablo 1. He didn't play Last Epoch or Grim Dawn. I don't think he actually normally plays these type of games. Does anybody know what I'm supposed to do here? Search for the entrance to the bone pits. I feel like I found the entrance to the bone pits and I don't know how to get in here. For now, PoE 2 makes you itch for PoE 1 mapping. That's good. I don't know how to get in there. This is the second place I've come to. It looks like I need something. What do I need? What is this thing? I can't hover and see what that thing is. I feel like I need the quests to not be so obtuse in this game is what I need. The Horn of Vastiri, I think. And I don't know how to get it. Alright, well I guess I'm going to go back to town. Because I'm so confused about what I'm supposed to do. I keep going to different places and finding that I don't have what I need to go to that place. I really feel like the campaign quests are poorly explained. Madman, did you find these Act 2 quests to be hard to figure out what you're supposed to do? Because I have like 5 different quests, and I go to a place and there's nothing to do with that place after I clear the map. Are there only 3 acts per season? Gunther, the way the game is right now is that there's 3 acts, then you replay those 3 acts, and then you're in endgame. On release, there's going to be 6 acts. They delayed finishing the last 3 acts so that they could work on endgame for the early access release. We're playing Football Manager at the moment. Soccer management to us. Okay. Great. Ramses is also watching, even though you don't care about this game. Well, I'm glad you all are letting me know how little you care about the game I'm playing. Appreciate that. Your girlfriend, I can't do this on my own. Also her, I don't need help. Okay. If you click on the quest on the right, it shows you where they are. I did that. And it showed me where they are. And I went there. And I cleared that entire map and got nothing. I just did this one. And I was in Macedon Badlands. Most of it's telling me I need to go to the caravan, which is literally where I am, and I don't... There's nobody telling me to do anything here. Doesn't tell me to talk to anybody. There's one more place I can go that I haven't been yet. Hopefully that will get me whatever I need to actually complete whatever I'm supposed to do. Let's see. Wow, 33% chaos damage is probably very good, but I'm not keeping any of this. Accuracy, mana, light radius, 110 mana. We have better than that. Yellow boots, 15% my life movement speed, life fire. That's nice. Way better than what I'm currently using. Beautiful. Finally, some good boots with. Well, it's the same move speed I already had, but actually, you know what? I'm gonna hold on to those. Those were like move speed boots have felt very rare, so. I'm gonna hold on to some move speed boots for future characters potentially. I have a level 7 spirit gem. And I need a level 8 for the next level of supports. Of course I do. 52 dex for Herald of Thunder. War Banner I could use, requires 30 spirit, and I have 10 of 60. If I took out the Vitality on my Herald of Ash, I could probably do War Banner, but I don't think I want to do that, so I'm going to hold off on doing any more supports right now. Spirit. Any support gems I want to do? Any abilities I'm using? Boost accuracy. I don't think it actually does anything for me right now. It's my explosives. Oh, I could actually put clarity so I have more mana regen while I have this. Oh, that's actually pretty nice. Let's see. Skill effect duration, accuracy. Core skills deal more non-ailment damage over time. I don't know what that means. Because damage over time, as far as I know, is bleeding, poison, ignite. What is non-ailment damage over time? Maybe there's some chaos damage over time that's not poison or something. Anyway, I'm going to get clarity. So I can put that on Herald of Ash. We now have 30% increased regeneration, mana regen, and regenerate plus 1% life while that's active. That's really nice. We get some just nice passive regen. That seems really good, actually. Did I finish Satisfactory? No. But Ramses, it's you're asking like the same question like the people who say, Rand, when are you gonna update your schedule? I literally am streaming once or twice a week this month. It would be pointless for me to update my schedule, and I'm playing whatever I feel like in the time that I have to play. So I haven't stopped playing Satisfactory. I just am playing the game that I most want to play right now, which is Path of Exile 2, in the, you know, couple hours I get a week to actually game. So it's easier to watch a streamer you like play any game than watch the game I like played by a streamer who's less interesting for you. Oh, I can agree with that. I can definitely agree with that. You bought the game after watching my last PoE stream. This game is... I like it. Of course, I'm not that far into it as well. I probably have, what, like 15, 20 hours. Which, you know, for a AAA game would be almost being done with the game. But for Path of Exile, I'm a baby who's barely dipped my toe in the surface. When will I do a PoE sponsored stream? Soon, TM. Let me see, how long have I played this? 14 hours so far, so I am baby mode so far in this game. You think it's bugged that it's supposed to be an ailment damage because only non-ailment dot is corrupt. The only non-ailment dot is corrupted blood. So you think that is actually bugged, huh? City of Seven Waters. Okay, lore. We all know how much I care about lore. 0.015% is how much I care about lore. Oh god, when those explosions go off, those circle ones that are my ascendancy, that looks super cool. You were just curious. I do plan on finishing Satisfactory, but like trying to get anything time intensive done right now. Nice, Artificer Orb on stream is a exercise in futility. I'm just far too busy with my singing stuff this time of year, so I can't. If I were to play Satisfactory, I'd feel like I couldn't get anything done because I'd have like 1 hour here, 2 hours there. And that's at least one good thing about this game. You can play for an hour or two and feel like you get a level or two and feel like you've accomplished something. Factorio, Satisfactory, trying to get anything done in a couple hours is just worthless. It feels like you just don't get anything done. What is this? Okay. Okay, so hopefully that's finally one of the quest items I've been missing. And it seems like it just dropped off a random mob in this zone. That's really weird to me. Contagion, you think, is the skill that has that non-ailment damage over time? Okay. You're playing a witch and there's an ability there. Contagion. Yeah. Contagion. I'm pretty sure that's a Path of Exile 1 ability too. There's like this thing called... There's like a chaos damage over time ability that spreads when the enemy dies. I think it might be Contagion. What is that ability called? Contagion and something else to spread it. I did a Contagion build once. It was fun. You play for 30 minutes at a time. You feel like you get something done. Yeah. So it's good for, you know, when I don't have as much time and I'm able to just, you know, do a 2-hour stream and play some PoE. I feel like I'm behind everybody else who's been, what's the term, blasting since the game came out. But it's probably good, because the people who've been blasting have been upset by the changes that Grenadier Games has been making to the game. So me playing slow probably means I don't get bugged by changes they're making, I guess. Can I raise multiple ice walls? Good question. I'm not sure. I can. And that's pretty cool. I've been using the explosive shots more, though, to set off my grenades, though. Don't listen to the ops. I don't know what the ops is. Nothing remains in this looted vault. Then why did I come in here? To get attacked? Didn't somebody tell me the other day that ops is short for operators or something? It's like a military term or something. Proximal tangibility. What the hell does that even mean? What is that? You can box them in with opposite angle ice walls. Yeah, you probably can. One thing I was wondering is there's a support that turns walls into round walls, and I wonder if that works with Glacial Bolt. I have a feeling it doesn't because it's angled walls, but if I get a high enough level support, I want to see if that works. People will turn firewalls into circle walls, but I don't know if that works with this glacial thing. Sorry to seem ignorant. Is most damage across the classes area effect? Completely depends on the ability, Gunther. I think what a lot of people will do for builds in this game will have a main ability or two for AoE and then another main ability or two for single target. But currently all of my stuff is AoE grenades. Eventually I might want to use armor-piercing rounds to break armor on enemies against bosses. But the thing is I don't have a good way to take advantage of armor-piercing right now, or armor-breaking, so I'm just exploding all the things. Okay. Lost City. I want to finish exploring this place first. Let's see. A PoE sweat's gonna sweat. Means an a-hole that can only be touched when he's close. It's like proximity shield from PoE, but for vulnerability, you don't dislike that change. Okay. I don't know what change you're talking about. The intangibility thing? Yeah, we just got that boom, 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 boom. That's what we're doing. We're playing boom, boom, boom build. Is this another empty vault? Ooh. Not empty vault. Nice. Ops equals opposition. Oh, that's what it means. Okay. Yes, I love these acronyms so much. Because, you know, it's really hard to write out opposition rather than ops. It's really hard. The ops gon' slide. No idea what that means. That must be a military thing. But yeah, totally. Ops gon' slide. Alright, Saving Private Ryan. Dude, this guy's all up in my business. Get out of here. You're in my biznatch. Get out of here. Scorpion or Rhino Beetle or whatever you are. Those are Zoomer words. Oh, okay. Well, I'm definitely ignorant of Zoomer words, I guess. Holy crap, some smoke is following me. What is that? Is it invisible living sand? Holy crap, something weird is happening. Better explode the entire screen then, I guess.
All in a day's work.
All in a day's work. Right. This guy sounds like he's from one of those, like, Snatch or Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels or whatever. Is that a black backpack I'm carrying or a shield? It's a shield that I never use, because if I swap to my... If I use that ability, which requires mace and shield, that's what's on my back. You can weapon swap in the game. I never use it because I'm just, you know, exploding all the things, but I do have one mace plus shield ability, so that is a shield, a bone shield on my back, basically. Give him the bean soup. That was a reference to the gas grenade, I think, because it's a fart grenade. Making all these weird references that I have to interpret. When you got your new phone, Google AI can polish your emails now. It makes you sound like less of a dummy and more of a corporate slave. Oh, polish. Okay. What's up, Cat? How am I doing? I'm great. I'm a Grenadier. That's right. That sounds like a reindeer. I'm not a reindeer. My name is not Rudolph. But I am a Grenadier, which is, I guess, a reindeer. The Venom Pit.
What fresh nightmare is this?
Little mini boss, I guess. Let's run circles, shooting grenades. It's my entire build. Uh-oh, there's some... Yeah, snakes. Why'd it have to be snakes? Ow. Okay, she's hitting me over and over and I'm not dodging. Oh, get out of that. Oh my god, there's a lot of AoE in this pit. I'm not doing a lot of damage, man. Oh wait, that was actually pretty good damage because all those guys exploded and stacked the damage, I think. That was good. Blocking me in. Oh god, blocking me in. Okay. She is tanky AF. Yes, my build is definitely crap for damage right now, that's for sure. Of course, I saw some late game builds that were insane, so maybe I'm comparing to full builds when my build is in its fledgling stages.
Need more time.
If I tried my armor-piercing bolts, that's not what I meant to do. Oh, I'm stuck. This is doing nothing. She's literally taking no damage from my armor break bolts. Okay, well, screw that. Is she like immune? I don't know. That was weird. Like the armor breaking was stacking, but it wasn't doing anything. Huh, I can roll through their little spikes. That's cool. I feel like she's getting some immunity for it. No, maybe not. I don't know. Alright, almost. Almost. Come on, die! Holy crap! Jeez, man.
Disgusting creatures.
Yeah, I agree. 2 OP. Oh, but we got 2 weapon set passive skill points, though. Good reward, at least.
No room.
For a rough fight. Alright. So that actually gives me that right there. Nice, nice. Grenade damage. 1 away from getting this. Soon we're going for bleed. And hopefully with bleed I'll actually do some damage. Item requirements, 1 more strength. Oh, that's my mace. Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. I don't care. I can't use my mace right now. My survivability seems good. True. I don't know if that's because that character is weak. I'm over leveled, level 23, and I'm level 26. Or if we're just stunning a lot. I don't know, but... Or that lady just doesn't do much damage. That snake lady. That nice snake lady didn't do much damage. Maybe stun grenades are just that good, though. What's the verdict on PoE 2 so far? I'm having a great time. Now, I'm not far enough into the game to really probably give good feedback on things that need to be changed or updated, but I follow a lot of content creators who have given good feedback, and I think very good base of the game. I think some adjustments on loot, and I don't know about difficulty, but drop rates on certain loots, and as they make adjustments, giving players the ability to respec for a more reasonable cost are probably 2 of the major things that could make the game better right now. Fixing the trial sucking ass would be nice too. Yeah, I just don't like the trial mechanic. But the thing is, they purposely made it so that you don't have to do one specific trial to get your ascendancies. There is going to be another type of trial. Maybe I'll like the other trial better. I just haven't gotten to the next trial yet. So you could technically skip the first trial and just not get your ascendancy till you get to the next trial, which I assume is in Act 3. And you could just skip the annoyance that is Trial of the Sekimas, I think it's called. What is that thing? Holy crap. So if I really hated it or had a character that sucked at not getting hit, which is kind of what's required for Trial of the Sekimas and the whole honor system, then I would just skip it and go to the next one and hope it's better. They did nerf. The second trial is actually worse, and they nerfed it, but it's still bad. God. Well, that's not very encouraging at all. That's not encouraging at all. I haven't done it, though, so I can't comment on it, so I don't know if I actually think it's good or bad. Hope I get my PhD in Path of Exile 2. Working on it slowly. Wow, my poison grenades are instantly exploding from all the fires on the ground, I think. Easy, yeah. Totally easy.
I'm coming back for you later.
Why are there constant little beetles? Go away, beetles. The sapphire. Oh, it's my first jewel. Oh, nice. Superior. I want superior. Do I care about you? Not really. Let's take superior. Raider plate. Not bad. Life regen. I don't know. Let's just take this. Oh, this has a socket. We want to deconstruct socket things. All right, let's go sell some things. Now that you think of it, it feels like each act is much longer than in PoE 1. Well, the game in general is slower, and that's on purpose. They've said this many times. The game is meant to be more methodical, slower paced. It's a different game than PoE 1. So, it's on purpose that it's slower, more methodical. Whether you like it or not, that's the design. Although, people who get good at it will probably be able to get through the acts really fast as they get better. But yeah, PoE 1 also has 10 acts. And has frickin' 13 years of development, so a lot of the comparisons between Path of Exile 1 and Path of Exile 2 are a little premature. I don't want to say unfair, but premature, probably. What's my chest? 30 life, 2 different resists, armor, regen. We have a really nice chest, so don't care about that. Helm is energy shield, life, rarity. Wow, it's a chest that gives spirit. I feel like spirit might be a stat you want to stack on certain classes. I'm going to hold on to that in case I do. My next build will probably, or next playthrough will probably be either a monk or like a support character with summons. That seems cool. Wow, 66 life on that helm. That's a lot of life. You'll want to craft on that. Jewel. Place into allocated jewel slot on the passive tree. Hit crit chance and energy shield from equipped focus. Well, that jewel's kind of worthless for me. Strength and intelligence. That's got spirit, which I'm actually using. Yeah, PoE 1 did not start with 10 acts. It took many years before they added 10 acts to the game. Yeah, just get that for the quality. Oh, I got another ring too. Ooh, cold resistant life. Oh, that's really good. I might want to craft on that ring, actually. Base of just plus 28 cold resistance and life on it. New random modifier. What do we got? Okay, mana regenerate. Reduced light radius. So I lose some mana if I do that, but I gain cold resistant life, which is very nice. This I should have added a new modifier onto. Man, stop giving me mana regen and light radius. That's so useless. I could turn my rings into yellows. This one might actually be good enough to turn into a yellow. I think I am going to do that, actually. Life and cold resist, and we just added evasion rating. Not that great. Alright. Okay, and I'm basically, just like in PoE 1, I keep all rings and amulets. Where am I keeping them now? Oh, in here. In case I ever need a stat on a character I make, I like keeping rings and amulets on me. And this guy I might use on a caster. It has spirit on it. And this gem has kind of worthless abilities for me, but it's better than no gem at all. Better than an empty gem socket. I can take this out, right? Yes, okay, good. So I have a little bit of crit chance and a stat that does nothing for me. Cool. Does anybody want this? Anybody want this relic, or is that a turn-in someplace else? Probably a turn-in someplace else, actually. You're still on Act 1 in this game? PoE originally only had 3 out of the 10 acts. Yeah. The biggest, PoE 1 patch I remember was the one when it changed from, I think it went from 3 acts to 10 or something crazy like that.
Joke on this.
Or maybe it was like from 6 acts to 10 or something. Anyway, that was a huge update when that happened. I remember that. I was super excited for that and played that, whatever season that was. Yeah, witches need spirit. Definitely. I'm interested to try a more supportive build to like play with, I don't know, Shogi, or if I ever team up with anybody to play like, get a bunch of spirit, just stack spirit with a bunch of supportive abilities and like debuff enemies, or do something where I mainly freeze or stun or armor break to set up a friend to do big damage. I like be the support setup. Bard, basically a bard in PoE 2. The support and setup build. Level up, nice. Love the level up sound, so good. That'd be cool, yeah. Well, and this game is pretty heavily designed towards playing with friends, I think, too. So all these are crossbow nodes, right? Increase damage with crossbow each ammunition fired the past 10 seconds. Chance for crossbow attacks, not to bolt. There definitely are some crossbow things you can do. I find the crossbow to be less fun than just the explosions. So, alright, we got our 15% chance for grenades activate a second time. Next thing I'm going for, I want bleed. I want chance to inflict bleed. So these 3 nodes. Where's more chance for bleed? These 3 in the middle are chance for bleed. Chance to aggravate. Attack, hits, aggravate any bleeding on target with older than 4 seconds. Bleed duration. What about over here? Axie against bleed. I don't think I actually need Axie if I'm doing bleed explosions. But increased damage against bleeding enemies. Well, I don't know. But I'm going to be working towards bleed next. I want my explosions to bleed my enemies. Which is a little awkward because a lot of my explosion damage is fire, and fire doesn't cause bleed. So I might have to make a change. I need to... I think I might need cluster grenades to really have a good bleed grenade build anyway. Because the grenades that I have... Okay, flash grenade actually is probably going to be the best, because flash grenade does not convert any damage to fire. Gas grenade doesn't do any actual damage. It does a poison cloud and poison, so that won't cause a bleed. The explosion converts everything to fire. So, and then where's the explosive grenade? Explosive grenade converts 80% physical to fire. And what I want is a grenade that does a bunch of physical damage, because the way bleed works in this game is the amount of bleed damage is dependent on how much the physical attack that causes the bleed, how much damage that does. Bleed. Actually, can I look at bleeding? Bleeding is an ailment that deals physical damage over time and lasts 5 seconds. Bypasses energy shield. Deals an extra 100% damage while the target is moving, or if bleeding is aggravated. Physical damage from hits contributes to bleeding magnitude. Only damage dealt to life will contribute to bleeding. Damage does not contribute to bleeding chance, so it cannot be inflicted without an explicit sort of bleeding chance. The base magnitude of bleeding is physical damage per second equal to 15% of the physical damage of the hit that inflicted it. So the bigger your physical damage that causes the bleed is, the higher the amount of bleed damage it'll cause. This calculator uses the final damage dealt by the hit, but not any modifiers on the target that affect how much damage it will take from the hit. Its magnitude is not further affected by any modifiers to the damage you deal. Modifiers and debuffs that affect the enemy's ability to mitigate damage like shock, can affect the damage the enemy takes from bleeding, but any damage modifiers that specifically apply to hit damage do not inflict bleeding damage, such as armor break. Oh, I was thinking if I armor break and then cause a bleed, it'll do more damage. So armor breaking does not mean bleed does more damage, but shock does. Oh, well, that changes kind of the idea I was thinking of. Okay. Well, then if armor break doesn't matter, it sounds like I want to use Voltaic Grenade to shock and then cause a big bleed. 7 paragraphs, I know. Well, that's what I'm talking about when I talk about having a degree in PoE. The mechanics are very deep and involved. If I want to scale my bleed damage, I need to figure out the interactions. And it looks like the interaction that I'll probably want to take advantage of is a physical damage dealing grenade that doesn't convert a bunch of damage to fire like explosive grenade or the explosion of gas grenade does. And shock, which will make the hit do more damage. So sounds like if you want to do bleed grenades, probably your 3 main abilities will be Voltaic Grenade to stun and electrocute. Well, actually, I don't know if it stuns, but electrocute. Because if they're electrocuted, they take more damage. Probably Cluster Grenades to cause the bleed. I'm not sure. Because I don't think Cluster Grenade converts as much damage to fire. And then Flash Grenade. Although, honestly, Flash Grenade might be the best grenade just in general for this. Because Flash Grenade, its damage is just 153% of your attack, which I think is based on your damage on your weapon. So I want a bunch of physical damage on a bow. Flash Grenade to cause bleed damage. I don't know. I honestly don't know because I don't know how much damage Cluster Grenades does, which is the grenades that we get at the highest level, I think. So I have a feeling it's going to be something like Cluster Grenades for AoE bleed explosion damage and Flash Grenade for bosses or something. I'm not sure. We'll have to see. I'm not sure how Voltaic Grenades damage works. If it does damage or if it just causes electrocute. Well, that's cool. He does a fire circle. I have a feeling the firewall is setting my poison explosions off. Yeah. Ooh, an exalt. Nice. That is a lot of fire. I think I'm probably lucky that I have a lot of fire resistance right now or something, because I feel like the fire is not doing that much damage to me. Do I have a lot of fire resistance? 39% fire, 38 cold, 16 lightning. My resistances are decent right now, actually, so that's good. So my main source of damage right now is poison clouds exploding. And that won't really cause bleeds. So it looks awesome though. What if explosive shot converts everything to fire or not? This guy is evasive. This giant, round, really slow-moving scarab is evasive. It's like saying an elephant is gonna dodge your attacks. I don't know if I believe that. He's got moves. The slowest evading I've ever seen. Minions. There's a yellow around here somewhere. What's a body rune? Ooh, life and physical damage leaves. That's cool. Wow, this rare is just walking right through my ice walls that I'm placing. Apparently rare is just ignore ice walls or something? I don't know. Keep fighting these freaking elemental resist guys that are making my damage feel terrible. There we go.
Who's next?
Nice loots though. Some yellow boots. You find cursive flammability helps a lot. Oh, that's a good idea. That would be an occult skill, I think. I wish there was a way to look at the skill list from here. Well, you have to right-click on a gem to look at the skill list, don't you? I really wish there was a way from here to look at the skill list. Is there a way to do that? Does anybody know? Or is the only way to look at the skill list to right-click on a gem? That's a good idea. I should get, at least for now, I should get that. Since most of my damage is fire, I think, right now. That's a good call, but I mean... and I think... Well, I guess the question will be, will I need to have a certain weapon type to cast that and weapon swap to it? I might. Which is fine, because I'm not really using the shield charge that much, which is the only reason I have a shield and a mace equipped. I can check the DPS on my skill DPS tooltip. Talking about this? Or are you talking about... I don't know if there's any DPS thing on here. In the gem screen. Oh, you mean the screen that I have to right-click on a gem to access, right? I want to look at the gem screen without having to right-click on a skill gem. Is that feedback I can offer? Is there feedback? This is what happens when I hit G. I go here. I can't look at flammability gem. How do I look at the flammability gem from this screen? Is there a way to do this from here? Is there a wiki I can look at? I can't just look at a flammability gem right now, right? Where's bugs or suggestions? Is there a bugs or suggestions thing? A feedback? Is there a feedback screen? What's up, Shogi? How you doing? Jesus. How's Christmas, Carolyn? Busy. Very busy. Good, but busy. Surely, we're in an early access. Where's the feedback? How do I give feedback? If I just do, like... Bug? Bug report submitted and... added to your clipboard. Post any relevant information to the bug reports forum. So I have to go to the... Wow. 2.4 billion is my reference number. Okay, well there's not actually a bug. I just want to suggest... I see no way to give feedback. I think I'd have to go to the forums, and that's way too much work. To not have an in-game bug report seems like a terrible, terrible,
Breathe this in.
design decision. If you appreciate me bringing forth the Christmas cheer, Santa called and told me to relay that message. Oh, so he's not going to give me coal? I hope he's not going to give me coal. Honestly, being single and alone on Christmas means I'm probably not getting any gifts anyway. So as sad as that sounds. I should give feedback and about not being able to give feedback. It's a great idea. No, my gift is hanging out with you all, chat. That's my gift. I will say I'm very excited for the Christmas caroling stream on Monday. I worked on my audio stuff yesterday between gigs to get my microphone set up. I think my audio setup's going to be really good for the stream. I'm hoping. I'm going to be doing a sound check before the stream with my singers. Am I enjoying PoE 2, Dimitrowski? Absolutely. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I'm very much having a good time. I mean, is there a slash feedback? No, there's not. Nothing like that.
Thanks for subscribing to the channel.
What's up, Mr. Bread Paps? Looking forward to the Christmas stream? Me too. Me too. It's gonna be a good time. Already trying to plan out how I want to start the stream. We're gonna have 4 individual handheld mics, 1 for each singer. I'm gonna kind of try to pan them in a way that makes it fill the audio space. Have a little bit of reverb. It'll hopefully sound really great. I'm looking forward to getting some practice on audio engineering just with my little stream. Well, that was cool. They all exploded. They exploded. Damn, they all have projectiles too. From Software gave us an early Christmas gift in Elden Ring Night Rain for next year. Oh, I haven't heard about that. Is that another Elden Ring expansion? I haven't heard of that. That's news to me. What's that going to involve? Is that... I assume that's separate from Shadow of the Erd Tree, huh? It's a standalone? Interesting. Kind of like Shadow of the Erd Tree was just standalone. Okay, it's a sidestep the sequel. Okay. Dodge roll the sequel. Ebon Growl. I need to kill this little random sand spirit here. Cold damage, lightning, 1 hit. Come on, die already. There we go, nice. It's a co-op game? Co-op battle arena. Really? Is it PvP? Where you play with a friend or against other people or... Oh, that sounds pretty cool. Team up for some Elden Ring. So instead of minions you summon, you play with your friends, and your friends are your minions. So Witcher 4 is coming next year. You had to buy the Witcher 3 pack in order to play them all before that one. Nice, nice. I feel like I started Witcher and just didn't really get into it. Even though I know that Witcher 3 is some people's like greatest of all time games. I just never got into the Witcher series. You're pretty sure you saw a Nameless King hanging out ready to wreak havoc. Nameless King. Is that one of the bosses or something? That's a DLC boss from Dark Souls 3, huh? Okay. Whew! Merry Christmas, have some fire in your face. Man, it's fun to explode screens. You can't stand the movement in Witcher 3? You don't like how when you let go of the joystick, the character keeps moving? That's weird.
Bloody horrors!
What's this guy's name? Mosslurk? Oh, I'm getting boxed in here. Aha! Now you're boxed in. God, this freaking... Is that thing being summoned by this magi?
Another notch on the helmet.
Uh-oh, I heard something cool drop. What was it? Maybe it's that orb of
Gotta stay
whatever.
quick on my feet.
Alright, I want the Greaves. Come on, bro. I'm trying to loot here. 110 mana. Do I care about a mana flask? Not really. Okay. Okay. Oh, that guy puts that thing down and it shoots fire at me. That's what's happening. Okay, that's cool. Also, really annoying. How about I set you on fire before you set me on fire? It's a race to who can set who on fire quicker. Oh, I left gold on the ground. Don't leave gold on the ground. Penny saved is a penny earned, they say. Oh, so I have a gig tonight from 8 to 9:30 at a place called the Petroleum Club. And you know what that's going to be? It's going to be a bunch of rich people in downtown Dallas at a party while we probably sing for backup music. We're like backup music for a bunch of rich oil people probably, I assume. So that's going to be an interesting gig tonight. Time to get oiled up. Not that kind of oil. That's weird. That guy just is... Is his dead body, like... Does that do stuff to me? Huh, I don't know. That's cool that the dead body of that thing just lights up. God, this... Am I getting secondary explosions occasionally? I must be, and I haven't really been noticing it. 15% of the time I should be getting a secondary explosion from my grenades. Probably with poison grenades, that's not going to be a huge deal, but I have a feeling for other types of grenades, that's going to be really good. Is short it's going to be a club full of fossils? Probably. It's probably going to be a lot of older folks who are very well-to-do. I mean, for parking at this gig, I'll be going down there in a second. We were told to go to the parking garage and make sure you bring your ticket to get validated, because if you don't, parking will cost $50. $50 frickin' dollars for parking if we don't get our parking validated. Now, that doesn't show you what kind of high-end BS party this is that we'll be singing for. Yeah, F that, no kidding. $50 for parking is insane. Okay, I think we've fully explored this map now. That's unheard of in Dallas. Well, it's definitely on the expensive side. I'm sure people who valet park all the time are used to tipping $50 to a valet. That is definitely not me, though. Don't park anywhere close to the Bentleys and the Rolls Royces, right? Yeah. Alright, so we might have a boss fight here. I'm gonna charge $30 for water. Yeah, right. But it'll be sparkling water from the waterfalls of the Himalayas or something. You know, something crazy. But it's somewhere in downtown Dallas, so. You must say, Mercenary's a great character. You love the guy who voiced him. It definitely has more impact to say shite instead of shit. True.
This religion didn't help 'em in the end.
Yeah. Yeah. One of the main reasons I wanted to play Mercenary is because I just like this idea of the whole hard bit grungy guy who's seen it all. Who nothing he sees ever affects him, or, you know, I just like the, you know, gritty, seen it all kind of mercenary character. It's just a cool, I mean, that might be a little more lore than I usually talk about, but I just, that kind of character is one that I enjoy. Your buddy used to run in high-end clubs. The money they make is absurd. Yeah. Oh, he ran high-end clubs. Oh, wow. Yeah, I bet that some serious money.
No room.
No room. What can we drop here? Lesser life lax. Probably worthless. Whoops, that's not what I meant to identify. I meant to identify this. I need to go back and sell stuff soon. But it takes so long to load every time I go back to town, I don't even want to. RPing a character isn't lore, don't worry. Nice. You like the crossbow? The guy is himself quite well acted as well. In a way, you're PGing a guy who doesn't care about lore. PG. Was that supposed to be RPG? Role-playing? RPing, I'm guessing is what that was supposed to be. Praise be Lord Randerton, my kid took a nap. Hey! Congrats. You can now make fun of your kid. I mean, get some peace and quiet. PoE 1 didn't have crossbows, only Einhar had one, and you were envious as heck of him. Yeah, crossbows are a cool fantasy, well, not really fantasy weapon, but like, the fantasy is the fact that you can fire it like this. Like a machine gun. That's definitely not normal. Although there were repeating crossbows back in the day, but they definitely were not like this. That's for sure. Now you can chill because your kid's napping. Nice, nice. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear you can chill a bit. It's so fake, literally unplayable. I know, fake fantasy things in video games. Who would even want to who would even want to interact, right? I keep going to my inventory thinking I need to use a town portal scroll, but those don't exist in this game. The way that the crossbow can fire like an Uzi is definitely fantasy. Rapid fire gem is insanely fun to watch and kind of useless without the right gems. Oh, there's a rapid fire gem? I kind of want to use rapid fire with armor piercing rounds to break armor, but if bleed isn't affected by breaking armor, then I don't think that's going to be useful in this build, so unfortunately. It's there if I want it. I'm gonna actually look at some gems in just a second here. Alright. 372 life. Oh wow, that's just a straight up upgrade. Yellow boots, no move speed. These are nice except for the no move speed. Life, mana, strength, cold. I'm gonna disenchant anyway. Wow, more spirit on a yellow chest. Okay, let's hold on to that. What do we got here? Spell damage. Skill Voltaic Undead. Consume a corpse to create a fireball that seeks out enemies and explodes. That's cool. I don't think I'm going to make use of that. Wow, I have 2 chest pieces that give spirit. Apparently, there's some specific... Oh, wow. Reduced attribute requirements? Okay. Okay, I'm going to hold on to this yellow one here. You would think that bleed would bypass armor? No, I don't think it bypasses armor. But I don't think low armor interacts with bleed or something from what I was reading earlier. Alright. Glacial Rune adds cold damage. Iron Rune's what I'm going to want to use when I get a really good crossbow, because I want physical damage. Leeches, physical. Stun build up. Essences, a normal to magic with a defense, physical, chaos modifier, interesting. Life, crit chance, energy shield thing. I kind of need the spirit on this thing, since I'm actually getting some value out of the spirit on that. What's this? 10 int amulets. Okay. A level 7 spirit gem. Okay. So if I look at... Oh, wow. Oh, man, I was just looking at this. There are spirit gems for every class. Oh, Herald of Thunder's under Ranger. Plague Bearer. Stores poison damage. And then I assume releases all stored poison. That's cool. I was doing a poison build. Wind Dancer. Gain stages. More evasion per stage. Ah. And if you get hit, you lose your stages. Okay. Herald of Plague. Alchemist Boon. Recovery from your flasks is granted to your allies in your presence. Wow, that's cool. You have Culling Strike against rare and unique enemies that have been in your presence for a total of 34 seconds. Alright, so that's good against bosses. Okay. What do we got here? Herald of Ice, Herald of Thunder, Ghost Dance. When hit, consume a Ghost Shroud to recover energy shield equal to your evasion. So evasion stacking stuff. Gain 12 energy per power of enemies you freeze. Gains energy when you freeze, shock, or ignite. Using the invocation, once sufficient energy is gathered, will consume the energy to trigger a socketed spell. And trigger them multiple times to have enough energy. Wow, okay. Illusion when you dodge roll. That's pretty cool. Wow, I didn't even look at all. I thought these were all the things I had access to when I first looked at it, but I did not realize there were so many of these. Oh, there are a lot of these things here I did not even know about. So here's the cast on Ignite, Freeze, and Shock. Arctic Armor. Wow, there's so many of these. Cast on Crit, Sacrifice, Blasphemy. Yeah, so... Reserve 60 Spirit per socketed curse. So if I use Blasphemy plus a curse that makes them take more damage, that might be one of the things I want to do. Man, there's a lot of these. Currently, I'm going to continue just using the Herald of Fire. Now, I wanted to look at something. Elemental. I need int for those. Same for Occult. Vulnerability. It's ignore armor. Okay, it's actually probably elemental. Flammability. So that's a level 7, and I need a lot more int if I want to use flammability. I honestly don't know that I want to commit to that since I want to do bleed anyway. Voltaic grenade. So voltaic, what I said earlier, I want bleed grenades, which means I need a grenade that doesn't convert a lot of damage away from physical, which cluster grenade converts 20 damage, 20% of physical to fire. So 80% of this damage is physical. So it looks like cluster grenade for AoE bleeds and flash grenade for single target bleeds is probably gonna be what I'm gonna want to do. I kind of sound like Rob Corddry. I think I know who that is. Has anyone found some game-breaking builds yet? Yes, definitely. There's a lightning arrow build. What is it? Like lightning rod build or something that Raxatrax posted. That's supposed to be busted, overpowered. Bleeding physical, I want vulnerability and armor break. Well, Madman, armor break doesn't matter. Did you not see what I was looking at earlier? If you hover over bleeding, modifiers and debuffs that affect the enemy's ability to mitigate damage, such as shock, can affect the damage the enemy takes from bleeding, but modifiers that apply to hit damage, such as armor, do not affect bleeding. So breaking armor does not make bleed better. According to this, what I'm reading here, armor break matters because armor affects the initial hit. Are you sure, Kodamine? Modifiers that affect the enemy's ability to mitigate damage affects the damage the enemy takes from bleeding. But any such modifiers that specifically apply to hit damage, like armor break, does not affect bleeding damage. Is this a lie then, Kodamine? Because what you're saying... So bleed damage based off the physical hit, right. If they have a lot of armor, that's going to get reduced. So what does this mean when it says modifiers like armor break do not affect bleeding damage? I think it's because bleed works differently in this game than Path of Exile 1. I think it's because in Path of Exile 1, the amount of damage due by bleed can be affected by modifiers that say increased bleeding damage. But in this one, the initial hit that causes the bleed is what your bleed damage will be. And so if they have less armor when you afflict that bleed, the bleed damage will be higher. It just means that the armor break doesn't further boost the dot damage. So I think that what this means is when you inflict the dot, the damage over time, when you inflict the bleed, if they have lower armor at that point, the bleed will be higher. But if I break their armor while they're bleeding, the bleed won't get more and more intense or something, I think. So maybe what I was thinking about doing of armor breaking and then causing a bleed is good. Okay. Okay. Alright, well, it sounds like what I want to do is use Voltaic Grenade to shock. I want to use Flash Grenade to break their armor when they get stunned. And then use Explosive Grenades, or Cluster Grenades, to cause a bleed, maybe. Not this one. Cluster Grenade. So, how does Cluster Grenade work? Primary Grenade. 20% of physical damage is converted to fire. Explosion radius of 2.5 meters. Fuse duration 2 seconds. And then, when it expires, it explodes out into a nova of mini grenades that do... More of that damage is converted to fire. 14 grenades in a nova. But still, most of this damage is physical. 80% of it's physical on the initial, and 60% is physical on the second one. Are there any other grenades that are pure physical damage? Voltaic Grenade converts 80% to lightning. Explosive Shot converts 30% to fire. Hailstorm is cold. Shock Burst is lightning. Plasma is lightning. Siege Cascade is fire. Most of the bolts are converted to another element. What about armor piercing rounds? These are just physical? I'm not exactly sure. Probably using high velocity rounds to cause a big bleed would be good too, but I really want it to be explosive. I want it to be a grenade, so... Well, we're not there yet. I haven't even started on the bleed yet, but... I know the direction I want to go, and hopefully it's a feasible direction. I think it is. I think it is a feasible direction, what I want to do. Oh crap, my portal went away. I was in town for too long. I could break armor with poison using corrosion support. I don't necessarily want to use gas grenades because okay, I fought and killed her. Did I finish this area? Because it does poison and fire damage. When I explode it, it does fire damage. Fire damage doesn't help me with my bleeds. So I'd rather use flash grenades, cause stun, and give it the support that causes a armor break when you heavy stun. That's what I want to do. Okay. Search for the essence of water. I'm so confused about where I need to go. I found a relic, so maybe I can go here. I could corrode the armor off, then explode it. Use it as a debuff. Modify its AoE to be bigger. Poison to corrode armor. Maybe. You need an English degree to decipher this upgrade path. Yes. Yes, for sure. That's what we're talking about, Gunther. When we talk about you need a master's degree in Path of Exile, this is the kind of stuff we're talking about. And I want to learn it. So it sounds like what I want to do... The problem to me, Man, with adding poison grenades on top is... If I already want to do Voltaic Grenade to apply shock, Flash Grenade to apply stun, if I also do poison, that's a lot of debuffs I'm applying. But maybe that's fine. Maybe if I'm just stacking grenades. The issue is...
Blind him!
I wouldn't want to actually detonate the gas grenade, I think. I don't think we'd want to detonate the gas grenade. So, I would need to use grenades that don't detonate it. If I'm going to do that, right? I would only need it on bosses anyway. True. Bosses in yellows, yeah. A lot of debuffs is how you stack damage. You're right. That's right. I was hoping to do something with one ammo type. Like I'm using my explosive shots to detonate my stuff early. Like using the armor shredding bolts when my grenades are just debuffing them. I don't want to change ammo types because I don't love that mechanic, but if I have one ammo type that I use, while my grenades are either on cooldown or, you know, doing their thing, causing their bleeds. I might want to do something like that. They get poisoned and armor broken even if you detonate them right away. Oh, really? So they don't have to stay in the poison to get the corrosive debuff, whatever it's called? Oh, my current gas grenades have more AoE and the 2 extra projectiles. Okay. I'll have to look into that. Well, I guess the other question is I was planning on also when they get stunned, they get armor broken. Is there any downside to having 2 sources of armor break? Like corrosive and the, I think it's called overpower or something. Or is it good to have multiple armor break because you'll make them have their armor broken faster and more often? Cloud causes damage over time, which poisons them and breaks armor. If you have the corrosive thing, huh? Okay. And there are also equipment pieces late game that apply debuffs. One of the biggest thing I'm looking forward to for late game is a crossbow that adds extra projectiles to grenades. I've seen people posting Reddit on really cool late game crossbows that do that, which looks super OP, which is probably a Grenadier's base crossbow type of choice. It's good to have multiple sources of armor break. Tough enemies can have insane armor values. That's why AP bolts kind of suck ass, not really. So it sounds like I'm going to want to do armor break with the stun and the corrosive and probably not the armor rounds if I'm not going a crossbow build, is what it sounds like. Maybe there's a downside if the break is percentage based and doesn't stack. Well, I think if you stun and have the thing that stun causes armor break, that sounds really strong because you don't have to build up the armor break. You just have to build up the stun and then their armor's broken. I don't know how the corrosive one looks like. I'll have to look at that. Because I haven't really looked in depth at how the poison corrosive armor break mechanic works, how quickly it stacks. I love that explosion. It takes a long time to break armor on late game mobs. I assume you're talking about with the armor piercing rounds. I could see that for sure. It's already starting to take a little time when I was using it earlier. It just didn't seem that good. It almost feels like armor piercing rounds need to be buffed, either in damage or their armor breaking ability. It differs per mob type, yeah. Makes sense. Well, I'm excited for the build I'm going for. It's just going to take us a while to get to there because I need really high-level gems for cluster grenades. And man, I've done this ancient seal thing like 5 times. Or, well, this will be the 3rd time. I don't actually know where I'm taking. Place the relic at the altar that I found. I don't know if I have to do this again. I think that just opens the Titan thing, so I don't think I have to actually do that again. I just have to find an altar that I think I found before. Is gem farming a thing? Everything farming is a thing. When you get to maps, you're basically just farming gear, gems, currency. You're just farming. That's end game of Path of Exile is farming for stuff, whether it's currency, gear, whatever. So yeah, you farm all the things. But I don't know that there's a specifically gem farm for gems thing. Most of the times in Path of Exile, as far as I understand it, you're just going to different maps over and over looking for anything good, whether it's gems, gear, currency, or whatever. Endgame mechanics probably will offer a bit more specialized farming. That remains to be seen, though. Yeah. Caster schmucks have little armor usually, while thick dudes take a while to armor break. Yeah, that makes sense. Gem farming was a thing in PoE 1. Well, there you go. That I did not know. Okay, this looks like maybe... Is this an altar? I don't even know. You saw somebody farming chests somewhere on YouTube. Oh, okay. I think maybe this is what opens once I click all the things, so maybe this is not the altar I'm looking for. I both put them in the wrong. I'm in the wrong. I'm in the right place. I'm here. Place the relic on the altar that I found. I think I'm in the right place. Valley of the Titans, right? Yes. I mean, this explosive bolt I'm using so far is the only level 7 skill gem I found. Like, I can't... I would be using voltaic grenades right now if I had found a second level 7 skill gem, which I have not found yet, so... Higher level skill gems do seem a little rare, but it's probably dependent on the... oh, crap. Dependent on the zone you're in, the level... probably the level of the zone you're in is what determines how likely you are to find gem types, gem levels, certain types and levels and stuff. Oh, that's what... Big explosion. Big explosion. Make Rand happy. Okay. People do look for very specific gems to min-max their builds. Well, in PoE 1, they have things like... What is it called? Like, Ascended Gems or something. Was this the altar? No. There's like upgraded versions of gems too, right? I forget what it's called. You can farm Awaken, that's what it is. Awaken gems. That's kind of a shit lottery though, huh? Farm Maven for that? Okay. Well, I eventually might be doing that in this game if they have something like that, but they don't have Awaken gems in the game, that's for sure. Not yet anyway, as far as I know. Alright, everybody group up. Oh crap, but don't trap me. Uh-oh, something's got a ground effect going on here. I'm not sure what's causing that. Is there a yellow guy? I think there might have been a yellow guy that died. Actually, okay. I will say, as much as they need to work on loot and some other things in this game, the movement, the combat feels so much better in this game than PoE 1. I don't think anybody can argue that the combat isn't just, at least in my opinion, heads and tails above Path of Exile 1. It just feels so much better. WASD is just so smooth. The dodge roll, as annoying as it is to get stuck on things, gives you another tool. I don't know. The game just feels so much better to me than Path of Exile 1. People are already trading. Exalts are the new chaos now. Okay, nice. Is there trading through like PoE.trade or anything like that yet? Or does their official website have any trading available? Well, this isn't where I want to go. That's the caravan. Ah, this is what I mean about these quests. Where am I? Place the relic in the altar that I found. The Valley of the Titans. I have this relic. I have no idea where the hell this is supposed to be. Have I fully explored this place? It feels like I have. Maybe I have. Maybe I missed an area. Another valid criticism that I've seen a lot of people talk about is the maps are too big and too hard to get around, too slow to get around. So there's a lot of backtracking that's really annoying in the game, and I've heard that's even worse in maps. So I'm already experiencing this in the campaign as I look for the damn quests I'm supposed to do. I can only imagine what it's like when you're mapping. You have to backtrack and look for rares to complete the map. So yeah, there is trading on the website. Okay, that's cool. So it's not this, right? I don't place anything on an altar anywhere here. Okay. So I need that movement speed. Well, I do have 15% movement speed on my boots right now. It's the best I've found so far. So. I can move a little bit faster when I do that. Nothing crazy good, though. Movement skills are not really a thing in this game. Not like they are in PoE 1. Oh, and then you run into it and get stopped anyway. There's an altar up here. There's an ancient seal. Okay. I don't see an altar. Hoping maybe... I think I saw something about a note they were going to make it so that you can teleport between checkpoints. Did anybody see that? I don't think that's a thing in the game yet. But... Or maybe it is, but only in maps. Does anybody know about that? I saw that in some planned patch notes, I thought. At least the mobs don't respawn while you're in the map. Yeah. Is there not a dash? There is a dodge roll that's not any faster than just running. I don't know what I just ran into. But there's not... In PoE 1, there's skills like, was it Blink, Flame Dash, and maybe one or two others. I can't remember. Frost Blink. Those things don't exist in this game. There is this shield charge, but it's not really that fast. But it might be faster than just running. It's got a cooldown on it, so you can't spam it. Let me check this again. Okay, no, nothing there. Well, if I can't use... I'm pretty sure what I just did is going to open the next area. You abhor the lack of travel speed. Low movement speed is one of the things that really they need to fix. This opens. Is there going to be a... altar? Because that just takes me into the Titan Grotto where we fight the guy. Can anybody tell me, do I have to really Google this crap? Ancient Vows. Place the relic in the altar that I found. Valley of the Titans. I'm literally in Valley of the Titans. Explored the entire zone. Gone to all these things. Clicked on everything. And I don't see... Does anybody know? Anybody? Anybody chat? Anybody? Bueller? Is it inside the Titan Grotto? Do I have to look this crap up? What's up, Grima? I guess I'm looking this up. PoE 2, where is the altar for... What is it called? The Relic. The Relic, Act 2. I really have to look this crap up. Collect the missing relic. Return the relics to the altar in the Valley of the Titans. I'm freaking in the Valley of the Titans. Where the hell is this? Anybody in chat have anything that can help me out with this? Because this is so stupid. Am I supposed to have 2? It says the relic, not the 2 relics. Altar that I found. There are 2 relics. You've already found one to start the quest. You only need to find the other. They're random drop from enemies. Okay, well, I got that. Valley of the Titans. I have to retrieve both the relic. Valley of the Titans waypoint. Beside the waypoint, you find a medallion. Place both relics inside the medallion. Really? Was it really just by the waypoint? This is so confusing. I swear the quests in Path of Exile 1 are way simpler and less obtuse. This feels really obtuse, this quest. I'm gonna take the waypoint to the Valley of the Titans. And see if there's literally a thing right next to the waypoint that I didn't see. If there is, I'm blind, apparently. Is it this? God. I thought I had 2 of these. Well, okay, I found the thing now. That was it. I literally cleared this entire zone when all I had to do was walk up. This is so unclear, man. Obtuse, just like the word in the Shawshank Redemption. Yeah, that really is obtuse. So the other one is the Bone Pits, I think it said. Which I couldn't get to the Bone Pits earlier. I think I checked that. I know, it really is obnoxious. I'm clicking on that and I can't go there for some reason. Am I not at a waypoint? There we go. These quests feel really obtuse. The thing is, these are also apparently random drops. 2 relics. Random drops in 2 different maps. One's in the Bone Pits, one's in Keth. I haven't been to the Bone Pits yet, so I think the other one must be in the Bone Pits, which I feel like I wasn't able to get in there earlier. Do I need something to get into the Bone Pits? Maybe I needed to have already done that one? I don't know. Nice Shawshank Redemption reference, by the way. Oh my gosh, this is a lot of enemies. Kite. Kite while exploding. I don't need to kill everything. Just need to find the frickin' Bone Pits, I think. And hope that I can get into the Bone Pits, because I'm pretty sure it was closed earlier when I was trying to get to what I thought were the Bone Pits. Andy humiliated the warden with the banker lingo. Yeah, when he said, why do you have to be so obtuse or something like that? And that was right before he pulled the fast one on him and escaped, and the banker killed, or the warden killed himself. Spoiler alert. Level up, nice. And let's make use of this pause, and let's go for bleeds. Go towards chance to bleed. I feel like I'm actually going to need some dexterity and intelligence for some gems. I'll go dexterity first, I think. Um, actually, oh, I'm maxed on int gems. Okay, let me go int. If I want another blue support gem, I need more int.
Smoke him out!
God, I love that circle explosion thing when it procs. It looks so cool. Care about a quarterstaff, I don't think. Who knew he needed brains as a mercenary, huh? You're 80% sure the warden didn't even know what obtuse meant and he took it personally? Yeah. This looks like the bone pits. I think maybe I have to light all the green things, and maybe I didn't do that last time. Yeah, they're like setting the ground on fire, so they instantly make my poison ignite, I think, or detonate. Yes, Andy Dufresne proved he was smarter than the warden by using a word that the warden didn't get. Or the warden didn't fully understand, and he felt threatened. It's like, I feel like that's almost what Shawshank Redemption is about people having power over other people, and that making them feel superior. Like, the warden and the guards feeling themselves superior to the prisoners, and Andy Dufresne messing up that feeling of superiority. It's like an important theme of the movie or something.
Who's next?
Not gonna lie, that place sounds like somewhere you'll get boned. A bone pun. Well done, well done. Yeah, I love these explosions. Explosions are so satisfying in the game. You sure Andy called him obtuse? The warden was just trying to figure out what Andy's angle was, you think? Yeah, maybe so. I'm no expert on movie themes, that's for sure. It's like video game lore. I don't spend enough time thinking about it to become an expert on the subject. This kind of looks like a bone pit. Maybe this is the bone pits. Maybe this area. Prison itself is a power structure. So there's that. Angle. Oh, obtuse angle. It was a pun. It was a pun. I didn't even get it. It went right over my head. Like most puns do, right over my head. I got puns, and I'm not happy about it. What else is new? A pun going over Rand's head, I know. Or a pun that Rand doesn't appreciate. Just another day on the stream. Geometry puns are in a whole new dimension. I'm trying to not backtrack, so I'm gonna go explore up here before I continue downwards. Yeah, I really think they need to do something about there's too much backtracking in these large maps. I hope they add that you can teleport from checkpoint to checkpoint thing soon. I thought it was going to be in this next update, but maybe that actually takes a little more time to implement.
Another notch
Nice.
on the helmet.
Ooh. Alloy cross. 2 different blue crossbows. Okay. One of them has 2. Oh, there it is. The bone pits. I just missed it before. I probably didn't check this little side area. Okay, here we go. All right. It's almost break time here. Let's see if we can find this quest item, and then we'll take our first break. I don't want to go all the way to 5 today because my gig's at 8 and I want to have time to get some food and stuff. But I'll probably go till like 4-ish.
It's getting rather ugly around here. Necromancy.
That kind of sucks. And that's not that great. I'm going to hold on to that one because a crossbow with sockets in it has potential to be very good. Oh, and its physical damage is already almost higher than that. I don't have enough dexterity for it, though. Okay, so 1 level or 1 dex item will let me use that. If it's good. Pawn approved, of course. Are these people? Oh, like statues or effigies or something. Okay. We about to do a boss fight? No, okay. Oh, these guys are tanky. Okay, breaks armor. Oh my god, is that draining mana? Yeah. Siphons mana and lightning damage. Okay. Come on, die, bro. Nice. Level 8 skill gem. Nice, I can get Voltaic Grenade now. Beautiful. Man, I only ever got 1 level 7 skill gem. That seems either unlucky or something. You had 1 more sucker stick to you for 10 minutes or something is infuriating. What, an enemy, I guess. Talking about? Alright, I want to try out Voltaic Grenade. Oh, I don't even have enough dexterity for that. Okay. Alright, well then I'll hold off until I get another level and add dexterity. Because then I can use that and this crossbow I just found that I might want to craft on because it's a two socket crossbow. With I think higher base physical damage. Yay for upgrades, man. Speaking of upgrades, that's one of the major points of criticism for a lot of content creators too, is that it feels like you're not, you know, it has to do with the loot. You're not getting enough upgrades in the game for your character to feel like they're building power. But I haven't felt that as much. The loot hasn't been great, but we occasionally get nice things that are very exciting, like a new skill gem. Kind of crazy. Sometimes the grenades just fall off the side of the map. Which is crazy that that can happen. You're literally not getting any upgrades for your character? Yeah, that sucks. That does suck. Oh, these are hyenas. Hyena demons. Okay. Just like the Lion King. Kind of.
Firing now!
I need to look at that corrosion support. I forgot to look at that earlier. I'm not sure if that's a higher level one or if I could just tap it right now on the poison grenades. I honestly need more sockets for some of my grenades. It's a level one. Okay, I don't think I have a support gem on me right now. Oh, I do actually have one. Okay. After kill this guy, maybe I'll give that a try. See how all that works. Maybe that's part of the reason why I don't feel like I'm doing that much damage. I'm not doing the armor break and other support things, status effects. Is this guy slowing me? Haste aura. No, he's just stupid fast. Okay. Ow. Holy crap, this guy is strong. Strong and effing fast, man. Man, just his basic attack. Kicking my ass. Get stunned, bro. Okay. Whew. Tough fight.
Gotta stay quick on my feet.
Oh, and another crossbow upgrade. Okay. Are these boots any good? No. Get rid of that. Do this. Check out a support gem for gas grenade corrosion. Poison applied by support skills also breaks armor equal to 80% of poison damage dealt. So if I do that, I probably need to lose the increased AoE. And I could put increased AoE on something. What? Explosive grenade? Yeah, that's good, actually. Not bad, not bad. Okay. Alright, let's see if either of these are good. Got dex on it. What about you? Increased elemental damage with attacks. Reduce attribute requirement 11 to 42. I don't think that's better than this right now. What's my biggest damage thing? I think it's explosive grenade at 191. What just happened? I lost the 10 dex on my thing there, and so I can't equip it. Okay.
I'm not agile enough for that.
I'm not agile enough for that. Adds a support gem socket to a skill gem with 2 support gem sockets. Ooh. Oh. Probably start putting that on some of my skills, actually.
Reload.
Okay, well, I need a little dex. Oh, my Herald of... Oh, my Herald... Oh, interesting. Herald of whatever is not active while all my other weapons set up. Interesting. Crossbows never dropped for me. Yeah, well, both of those are kind of meh for sure, so neither of those are, like, amazing. I might craft one that's got the 2 sockets on it, though. You have trained Rand in the ancient English techniques of looting. Well, true. Do a lot of that when we play 7 Days to Die. I am looter extraordinaire. Wow, these dudes are hasted in this zone. Do not like. Part of the reason why this game has been feeling good is because the enemies are slower and not as overwhelming as it feels like they are in PoE 1. So these hasted guys suck. I do not like these hasted guys. Dude, this guy is just not taking damage. He's getting stunned, though. Prevents recovery above 50%. I don't know what that means. I can't get out of the way of this guy. It's too effing fast. It's stunned. Okay, good. Now we're getting some good damage on him. Get wrecked.
Who's next?
Another crossbow. Okay. Well, you know what? I might just take this one apart. Well, is that a suffix and an affix? Yeah, a prefix and a suffix. Yeah. I don't know. It seems pretty meh. I'm gonna want physical damage, so I'd probably take this apart for the gem sockets, honestly. No molasses grenade. I think we eventually get an oil grenade, which maybe that will slow them down. Chaos damage, cold resistance. Alright, we're going over break time. I'm trying to find this quest item I'm looking for, which I think is a random drop off of enemies. Oh, this looks like a boss. I walked into this one. Yes, you did. Oh, this is a 2-for-1 fight. I don't know who I should kill first, to be honest. Well, I'm working on the steed first, I guess. I'm trying to get them both in my AoE, but they're not standing close enough to each other, I don't think. Ouch. Ouch. Okay, the steed's getting close. Okay. I'm gonna guess there's gonna be some sort of enrage mechanic when one of them dies and the other one doesn't. Ouch. Alright, you dead? Oh, no! Trampled right into the wall when he had literally no health. Literally no health. Oh, God. Okay. All right. Well, it's time for break. So, GG, no cookie time for me. Got wrecked there. Oil grenade sounds like a P. Diddy roleplay. Think you might adopt fartnade with corrosion thingy. The armor break is nice. Was it doing work? I couldn't tell because I was just trying to dodge everything. So, it seemed like it was pretty good until I just got freaking wall banged. So, my friends, I'm Sam Stretchy's Restroom. Y'all feel free to grab a drink, grab a snack. When we come back, we'll do another attempt at this boss. This is fun. I'm having a great time with PoE 2. See you in a bit, my friends.